Hello, Bucknutters. Welcome into the Morning Five here on March 25th, 2014. I am Dave Biddle. Bill Kurelich's recruiting buzz is already on the site for subscribers. He has an update on 2017 free safety Richard LeQuinton, who was high school teammates with Raekwon McMillan. LeQuinton already has over a dozen scholarship offers, including one from Ohio State. He appears to be one of the top players in the country in the 2017 class. Bill also has an update on Ohio State's latest scholarship offer to a player from the 2015 class. He is Andre James from Harriman, Utah. James said the offer came out of nowhere and that Ohio State is one of his favorite schools. He is a four-star prospect. He is ranked as the number 26 offensive tackle in the country according to the 24/7 Sports Composite. He is 6'5", 275 pounds. So Bill has updates on Richard LeQuinton and Andre James, and he has updates on several other players in his recruiting buzz. Make sure you check it out if you're a subscriber. Moving on. It's time for our shameless plug. If you want to read Bill Kurelich's recruiting content, Alex Gleitman's recruiting content, my content on spring football coverage, Steve Hellwagon's coverage on a little bit of everything, the boarding house every day, and everything else we have at Bucknuts, try our 30-day free trial. What a great time to make sure you're getting what you want. 30-day free trial. Take advantage before 24/7 Sports knocks us back to a 7-day free trial, which could come at any time. Get on the site, upper right-hand portion of your screen, green box, click 30-day free trial. That's all you have to do. Or just click the 30-day free trial link in the Morning 5 story. Moving on. Unfortunately, Luke Kennard picked Duke last night. It came down to Ohio State, Kentucky, Duke, and Michigan, and he picked the Blue Devils. I had felt for months he was going to pick Duke. He just seemed like a type of kid that was going to go to Duke and not go to UK, and those seemed to be his top two choices. I know he liked Ohio State. But I think he grew up more of an Ohio State football fan, not necessarily a basketball fan. I think he looked at Ohio State as a football school, whereas Duke, it's obviously a basketball school. I know they're coming off a great football season, but it's all about basketball down there. I know there's a lot of hatred out there for Coach K, which I really don't get. I mean, he's head coach of the Olympic team that won 2 gold medals. I think he does it the right way down at Duke. If he would have went to Michigan, I would have had a problem with that, or even Kentucky, I would have had a problem with that. I don't have a problem with Luke Kennard going to Duke. It would have been very nice to get him to stay in Ohio, a kid that averages 40 points a game, 10 rebounds a game as a junior. Ohio's Mr. Basketball. It really does hurt to lose him, but it would have hurt a lot more to lose him to a school like Michigan. So I wish Luke Kennard well. Switching gears. But sticking with basketball, Ohio State's LaQuinton Ross is considering an early jump to the NBA, or at least to the professional ranks. ESPN's Jeff Goodman reported yesterday that LaQuinton Ross is leaving, and then within an hour after that, LaQuinton Ross himself goes on Twitter and says, "No, I'm not leaving. I haven't made a decision yet." And then, of course, LaQuinton Ross's AAU coach says a decision has been made and Ohio State will be notified within the next 48 hours. So, of course, the AAU coach knows what's going on. My take on all this, LaQuinton Ross is gone. He wants to announce it on his own. He doesn't want ESPN to break it. But I think LaQuinton Ross is gone. Very similar to what we saw last year with Deshaun Thomas. Ross is not projected as a first-round pick. Maybe he can be a second-round pick. Most likely, he's going to be playing basketball overseas. So we wish LaQuinton Ross well, and whatever happens with him, Ohio State is hoping to land Temple transfer Anthony Lee. He will have 1 year of eligibility remaining. He has cut his list down to 5 schools: Ohio State, Iowa State, Indiana, Louisville, and Notre Dame. It sounds like Iowa State is the team to beat here, believe it or not. They got a good thing going there with Fred Hoiberg. Buckeyes ran into them in the NCAA tournament last year, almost lost to them in the second round. It would be great for Ohio State to land Anthony Lee. Averages 13.6 points a game, 8.6 rebounds per game. He's 6'9", 230. He would be an immediate upgrade over Amir Williams, but it sounds like he's leaning towards Iowa State. Hopefully Thad Matta can get something done here. Switching gears. The Buckeyes have their 6th practice of spring football today. The practice is closed to the media, but we will be interviewing Urban Meyer and Tom Herman afterward. It's going to be very interesting to see what both of them have to say about the quarterback battle. Cardale Jones and JT Barrett. It's one of the biggest stories of spring. There's a lot of other huge stories because neither one of those guys is going to be a starter in the fall. But being Braxton Miller's backup, that's going to be big because Braxton tends to get banged up. And then one of those guys is probably going to be the starter the following season. So it's going to be very interesting to hear what Urban Meyer and Tom Herman have to say about the quarterbacks. In fact, it's going to be interesting to hear what Urban Meyer has to say about everything on the team and what Tom Herman has to say about anything in regards to the offense. So we're going to have separate stories on Urban Meyer and Tom Herman on the site tonight. Practice will probably end around 7 o'clock. We'll interview those guys in the 7 to 7:30 range. So we'll probably have stories up on the site around 8:30, 9:30, sometime around there. So check out that. It's going to be a big evening here at Bucknuts.com. Thank you very much for joining us here on the Morning Five. I hope everybody has a great day.